in today's session of Divorce Court. Jaquisa Nash says her husband Cedric Williams ruined their wedding day.
He showed up an hour late to our reception.
And 3 months later, he destroyed their marriage.
Well, it was women's panties in the backseat of our car.
Unless he walked in and caught me nude with another woman, it just didn't happen.
I just have to say it. That statement right there made you just the idiot that you've been acting like.
Jaquisa says his infidelity forced her out of their home. But Cedric says she left him and he wants her to pay. Now it's up to the judge to decide who's at fault in today's session of Divorce Court.
All rise. Court is now in session. Judge Mablean Ephriam presiding. You may be seated.
This is the matter of Jaquisa Nash versus James Cedric Williams. And Ms. Nash, I understand that you're bringing your husband to court today in these proceedings and you want me to reimburse you for costs for an eviction. Is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
You want to tell me about it?
Yes, we had a lease that was broken. When I left, he didn't pay any of the bills, and I have been stuck with the documents from the broken lease.
Why did you leave?
Well, I left because an incident came up. It was a Saturday morning when I was leaving to go to work, and he had, well, it was women's panties in the backseat of our car.
That is total fabrication, Yana.
How long after your marriage did you find this? I understand that you haven't been married that long.
It was like 3 months after we were married.
Within 3 months, the flames had gone out?
Your Honor, what happened is he was out all Friday partying. He stayed out all night. He didn't come in until Saturday morning. He made me late for work.
That's not true, Yana.
I was late for work, so in a rush leaving out to go to the car, I lift up the back seat to set my bag in the back seat of the car, and I see women's panties in the back seat of the car. Okay?
That obviously weren't yours.
They weren't mine. So automatically I go back into the house. He's still hungover from the night before to confront him on the couch. I'm like, there's women's underwear in our car. And I don't know what you're talking about. I don't see any underwear. So I actually bring him to the car.
You picked him up?
No, I made him come out to the car. I couldn't pick him up, but you know, I'm really persistent about it. And so he comes out to the car, and he sees.
So you dragged him out there while he's slumbering and you know, trying to wake up and all of that?
Right. So he comes out to the car. He actually sees the underwear and the used condom, and he still denies it after seeing it.
I never saw the underwear.
A used condom too?
I never saw the
Your
used
Honor.
condom. I don't know what she's talking about.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
She said you had a hangover. So maybe your eyes were still a little blurred, and when it was underwear, you thought perhaps it was a balloon.
That's not true. That's not true, Yana. That's not true. I drove myself home. I obviously wasn't too intoxicated.
He drove himself
now
home
wait
and
a minute.
passed out on the couch.
Just let me deal with that. The fact that you were able to drive yourself home,
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Williams, does not necessarily lead to the conclusion that you weren't drunk. A lot of drunk people drive home, and a lot of drunk people kill other folks on the way home, and a lot of drunk people kill themselves. But doesn't mean you weren't drunk, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Just means you didn't get caught, and by the grace of God, you made it home. That's all it means. Finish.
Okay, Your Honor. And in the back seat of the car, you know, he's looking right at the stuff when I confront him about it. I don't know what you're talking about.
I never saw it, Yana.
All right, hold on. I'm going to give you a chance to give me your explanation because I figured that you would deny it and you never saw it. I'm not saying that you're right or she's wrong. Not yet. I'll say it in a minute. One of you telling me the truth. One of you isn't.
Yes, ma'am.
But there's always two sides to every story, so I'm certain you're not going to agree to that.
Your Honor, honestly, he looks right at the stuff in the backseat of the car, and he still denies it after seeing it.
What did he say it was?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't see any underwear. I'm like, look right here. You see the underwear. He saw him.
Did you pick him up and put him in his face?
I didn't pick him up, but I tried to put his face in him.
You put his face in them?
I tried to.
Oh.
Okay, so that was the final straw. I went back in the house. I gave him back his ring, and that was it.
You gave him back the ring? Why would you do that?
Because, Your Honor, it was so many things that led up to this particular incident. That was just the final straw.
But I'm saying, why didn't you keep the ring at least? It was worth something, wasn't it?
Well, I didn't want any ties. I wanted to let completely go. I didn't want him to, you know, to say that I owed him something or had anything. I left him with everything that was there, and I went back to stay with my mother.
Your marriage, is this a first or second?
This is my first marriage.
In 3 months of marriage?
Your Honor, I can say I kind of saw it coming. I should have known beforehand the kind of man he was.
That's not true.
Why? What had you seen beforehand?
It was incidents where really a lot of the bad habits didn't pick up till after we were married. But I mean, even before he flirted.
I beg to differ with you, honey. Bad habits didn't pick up in 3 months. Not when you get to be that old.
Your Honor, that's just like that ain't even her talk.
Let me hear about the incident the first incident before we go to others.
Yes, ma'am.
Where she should have seen this coming. She said she wasn't blindsided because she really should have seen it coming, and she saw it coming, just closed her eyes, but this time she opened her eyes.
Your Honor,
There
there
was
were
nothing to see
incidents
coming.
with
Hold on a
phone
second.
calls from other women.
That's not
Within
true,
3
Your Honor.
months?
That's not true, Your Honor.
At peculiar hours, like 2, 3 o'clock, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. And that's not a time that anybody, just a friend, will use the name Nikki, will call a house
Your Honor.
at strange hours. And I could tell, not only that, but I could tell when he was getting phone calls from females, period. Because when when you talk to your friends, a guy anyway, you're hey man, what's up? You can kind of tell when a guy is talking to a male. But you can kind of, yeah, but when you talk, I could tell when he was talking to a female because it would be a hello, hi.
Real soft, just talking in code.
And he would, and
Code
he would
Yeah,
walk
and it was in
off.
the middle
He
of
would
the
go
night,
off.
I'm half
I mean,
asleep.
and he
All
would
it is
try
is
to wander off. Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
right,
At 2 o'clock in the morning, that's the way you talk.
That's not the way you
Yeah,
talk when it's a
right.
guy. And not just 2 o'clock, it was during the day sometimes too. In a particular incident with the girl Nikki, she knew. She said
Nikki is not her real name, I hope.
No,
All
we're just
right.
using the name Nikki. He knows exactly
I usually
who
say
I'm talking
Sally.
about.
Let's try Sally Sue.
Okay, Sally Sue. He knows exactly who I'm talking about because she called one time and she called our house phone and I answered the phone and he was in the other room sleeping. She said she didn't know he was married or in a relationship and that they were involved. And she mentioned times that he didn't come home, that he said, quote unquote, I was out.
And she said he was out with her.
Right. Exactly.
Well, now, do you have any recollection of any of these things she's talking about?
No, ma'am. I don't.
She's just
I don't know
liar.
this
He's a
female. I don't know
liar.
this female she talking about.
All
Your
right.
Honor.
Ms. Nash, let me hear from him.
I mean, our marriage is basically doomed from day one. And the reason why I say it was doomed because of her family's involvement. They didn't want us to be together from the beginning.
Oh, so, but you were together and you were married.
Yeah.
Which is
And you
true.
were living together. So what
Yeah.
happened? How did these underwear get in the car?
I don't know, Your Honor.
Having a clue?
I can
Not
say-
a clue.
No, Ms. Nash, hold on.
I never even saw him.
You didn't see them.
No.
Did she take you out to the car?
Yeah, she took me out to
Did
the
she
car.
show you an object?
My eyes were half closed, Your Honor. I ain't see nothing.
So you never opened your eyes?
I guess not, Your Honor. I never saw him physically.
You didn't open your eyes?
No, ma'am.
And did you see the condom?
No.
Didn't open your eyes?
No.
Or did you think you was looking at a balloon?
When I look, I ain't see nothing. I turned and walked back
So you just did one of those like,
Mm-hmm.
oops, don't see.
and went back in the house.
Because you didn't want to see.
There was nothing there to see, Your Honor. This is complete fabrication.
So she's just standing up here telling me a bold-faced lie.
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor. Not
oh,
only
come
that.
on, Mr. Williams.
Every day, I get off work. Not every day, because I wouldn't always go straight home. But when I did go straight home, I get in there. She's on the phone with her relatives.
All right.
And, I thought I married this woman here, not the whole family.
When divorce court continues, Jaquisa tells the judge how Cedric turned their wedding day into the worst day of her life.
I swear he called my mother a bitch.
Your
Because
Honor,
she was
that's-
No, you
upset.
That's
didn't
total
do that.
fabrication, Your Honor. Even though I don't like the woman, I would have never disrespected her like that.
If you would like to have the judge hear your case in divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or email us at www.divorcecourt.com. Divorce court continues in the case of Jaquisa Nash, who says she left Cedric Williams after finding another woman's underwear in their car.
But once you got married and you realized, according to you, that you were married to the whole family as opposed to her, you said, no, I don't want a marriage with the family. I just want one woman.
That's right.
So then did you go find you one woman?
No. I had one at home.
Then go find another one. So
No,
it could just
ma'am.
be one.
That's right.
So you didn't go out and seek security and love and comfort in somebody else's arms.
Your Honor.
Even though I wasn't getting it at home, no.
You did. Well, maybe you just went
Yeah.
out and just went out and talked to somebody. You know, the famous, you were just talking to her and having conversation. Did you do that?
No, ma'am.
You didn't do that either.
No, ma'am.
Your
And
Honor,
so
he denies
if
everything
panties
anyway.
were, since you didn't open your eyes and you didn't really take a good look and you didn't examine the car, let's assume, all right, just for the sake of discussion, if in fact panties were truly in the backseat of your car, and if in fact a used, did you say a used condom?
Yes.
I thought that's what you said. A used condom was in the backseat of your car. Could you give us a plausible explanation how it got there?
No. Not if it was, it wasn't mine, Your Honor.
Did you? I didn't say that. I said, let's assume it was. How would such objects get into the backseat of your car? Let's assume they were there.
I can't explain that. But I do know this.
Did you leave your windows down, perhaps?
No, ma'am.
Did you leave your car unlocked?
No.
Was it parked on the street?
No.
Did somebody else get in your car?
I don't know. Only
Did you
person
pick
that
up
have
a
access
passenger
is
on
she
the
and
way
I.
home?
No.
Give anybody a ride?
No.
No reasonable explanation. Can't explain it at all, other than the fact that she's lying.
That's right.
Your Honor, now the incident
You have to
with
do
my
better
family.
than that one.
Well,
Your Honor, the incident where he's saying that my family was involved, he was, okay, after we got, I can say that they weren't really fond of him after we were married. After we were married, he showed up an hour late to our reception. He showed
Wait a minute, how you show up an hour late to the reception? Don't the bride and groom leave together?
No, we didn't leave together because
Huh?
he claims he was waiting for friends to come from out of town who never actually showed up at the reception.
You were late to your own wedding reception?
And not only that, but he was
Yeah.
drunk. He comes totally drunk. He comes in stumbling drunk. So, I mean, I really can't blame my family for feeling the way they felt. And not only that, but not was he just stumbling drunk, but he's standing in the corner and he gives all of us a dirty look. And I swear he called my mother a B-I-T-C-H. Because she was upset.
That's
didn't
total
do that.
fabrication, Your Honor. Even though I don't like the woman, I would have never disrespected her like that. Your Honor, I was simply...
Your Honor, like I was saying,
Right,
before
Miss
he
Nash,
cut-
let me
I
tell
was simply waiting on my friends to come in from out of town. They got
Who
caught
never
in
showed
traffic.
up.
You
and
never
they,
showed
and they
up.
missed what?
Mrs.
and
Nash, let him talk.
That's
Waiting on your friends to come in from out of town.
That's correct.
To
And-
come to your reception.
Yes, they got caught in traffic, Your Honor.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, one time...
And what you get caught in? How'd you get drunk?
Well, on the way over there to the reception, you know, my nerves were a little jittery, and we were in a limo, and there was alcohol, so I had a
Who
drink or
was
two.
in the limo?
I was.
He was not in the limo. I don't know how he got there. See,
He said he got
proof.
there in a limousine.
That's proof right there. You see?
So I had.
Wait a minute. You had a limousine to
Yes,
take
ma'am.
you to the reception,
What you call the supper one?
but your wife rode in the car with her mother and her sister? Did you ride in a limousine?
I don't know how he got there. We tried to wait for him, but we went on and left.
But in a limousine?
Yes.
Oh, so you had two limousines.
No.
I got
You
there in a
ordered the
limousine.
second one that she didn't know about.
Well, they had already left.
I got that part.
The limo, when he got back there, I was the only one there. That's my ride.
When he got back to the reception?
Why would he
Oh,
go
to the
back
wedding
Yeah,
location.
when he got back to the wedding reception, to the wedding place, they were already gone to the reception.
What do you mean when he got back? This is a strange story.
The
The limousine left before he took the bride to the reception?
That's right. He left and came right back. But when he got back, they had already left. So it was just me. And I was waiting on my friends anyway.
Oh, this is crazy.
So when I get to the reception, I go in, I know I'm late
With your friends or without your friends?
with my friends.
There was
So
no-
they did show up.
Yes. And
Where were they at?
and Your
But
Honor,
tell me something. Where were your friends coming from?
upstate, New York.
Did they drive?
Yes.
So
They got
why
caught
did
in
they drive
traffic.
themselves to the reception? Why did you have to wait at the wedding for them?
They weren't familiar with the area.
Oh my goodness, they weren't familiar with
They
the
come
area.
a long way to see me, Your Honor.
And they don't know how to read maps and they don't know how to take directions and they couldn't drive directly to the reception. You got to come up with some better explanations than this because you sound like a little 2-year-old.
Well, when I got there to the actual reception, I go in, I realize that I'm a little late. I don't know about this
Little
hour
late.
stuff, Your
An
Honor.
hour, at least an hour.
I'm thinking
Well,
maybe
you know
10
what?
or 15 minutes.
You're late if you
At least
work.
an
You're
hour.
late because you didn't make it and go directly to the reception with your wife. You're late if it's 1 second. If you didn't walk in on her arms like every normal married couple does, you didn't even start the first day of your marriage off right. That is utterly ridiculous. How do you expect, this was a circus, not a wedding. This was a joke. Your friends, you're gonna wait for them and leave your bride hanging, and then you get to the wedding late, and then you to the reception, then you get there drunk, and you say, I didn't disrespect the family. You disrespected everybody, including yourself.
And I also acknowledge that. When I went in, I went immediately over to the immediate family, her family's table, kneeled down, and gave them all an apology. I got a bunch of dirty looks. The mother said, yeah, whatever, and walked away from me.
I don't blame her. She probably said, yeah, whatever, to keep from hitting you upside your head.
There was a cordless mic. I went over and got it from the DJ, and I apologized to everyone.
That doesn't make it right. An apology doesn't make something wrong right.
And that just made it all just okay.
And here it is, this one table with just her people just looking at me, looking at their watches like, I can't believe he did this. But I apologize for that.
And they just so wrong, because
Yeah.
Mr. Williams is just a nice little man, and I don't understand why they were so upset with you.
But see, this is our day.
Come on.
If anyone,
to our day. How are you going to say something you were not where you supposed to remember? You chose friends.
Ms. Nash, be quiet for a moment, please. You understand exactly why they were so upset with you.
Yes, ma'am.
That was the most embarrassing situation. And it was terribly, it showed absolutely no regard for the vows of marriage, the sanctity of the situation, and the celebratory day it should have been. You made that the worst day of this child's life when it should have been the best day. Come on now. You know that wasn't good.
Well,
don't even try to stand here and explain it. That's probably why she found the underwear, because you were all upset thinking this marriage is wrong from the beginning. Tell me something.
Well, at the
you
reception...
waited, I think, 3 months. I think you waited 2 months and 29 days too long. You probably should have walked out of there that day.
You're right.
On the wedding day.
When divorce court continues, Cedric blames Jaquisa for the end of their marriage.
She left me.
And for good cause, too.
She had no proof, Yana. She had no proof.
Oh, come on, Mr. Williams. Oh, you just too crazy for me.
Closed captioning for divorce court provided by... If you would like to have the judge hear your case in divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or email us at www.divorcecourt.com. Divorce court continues in the case of Jaquisa Nash, who says she left Cedric Williams after 3 months of marriage because she found evidence of his affair.
Now, she left the house. You were leasing, right?
Yes, ma'am.
She left. What you do when she left? Did you pay the rent?
No.
No, ma'am.
Why not?
Because she left me.
And for good cause, too.
It wasn't for good cause, Yana.
So it was her fault that she left you?
She had no proof, Yana. She had no proof. Unless she walked in and caught me nude with another woman,
now,
it just didn't happen.
I just have to say it. That statement right there made you just the idiot that you've been acting like. And I know the phrase that says, you know, let people think that you are stupid. Don't open your mouth and prove it. You just proved it. Come on. No one, in terms of infidelity, rarely are you caught in the bed with the person. Come on now.
That's just like she said, and she make all these complaints.
No, it's
but there was no complaint in our wedding night.
Oh, come on, Mr. Williams. Oh, you just too crazy for me. Now it's her fault that she left you, and you didn't pay the rent. But who's behind slept there?
I did. But we got this place together, Yana.
But you slept there every night after she left, right?
Yeah.
You got married together, too, but you didn't leave together, so you might as well continue not being together. It's just the pattern continued itself. You should have paid the rent. You slept there.
She was entitled. She left me with everything.
It's a good thing that she left.
But Yana, you know the reason why she left? She didn't leave. She didn't leave me so she could, just to be leaving me. She left me to go be with her family. Because that's what they wanted from the beginning.
No,
okay.
my family.
All right, no, Mr. Nash. It's all your family's fault. You can blame it on whomever you want as to why she left. You don't want to accept the responsibility for the fact that it was your conduct that caused her to leave. Perhaps with the marriage only being 3 months old, perhaps she should have stayed and tried to work it out. Perhaps counseling would have helped you people, but the way you presented yourself here to me today and your nonchalant attitude about the whole situation and the way you can just point the finger over there and not accept the blame, responsibility for your conduct, for the fact that you embarrassed her and disrespected the wedding and all of that from the beginning and her family and yourself, it tells me that she didn't need to prolong the agony.
But that was one day.
She did the right thing.
That was one day, Yana.
No.
It wasn't just one day, Your
It's
Honor.
all right,
There's
Ms.
so
Nash.
many
She
other
didn't need
incidents.
to prolong the agony. Fortunately, she quit while she was ahead. You stayed at the house.
Yeah.
You slept there.
Yes.
And I venture to say you didn't sleep alone.
Yes, I did, Yana. I stayed alone.
I didn't come to say it all.
So I suggest and I order that it was your responsibility for the first time, maybe in your life. You're going to accept. I don't know if you accept it or not. Could care less. But the court's order is you pay the $1,892.50 for the house that you slept in after she left. Court's adjourned.
Thank
All
you.
rise.
To see him again was like pouring salt over an old wound.
We both lived in the house together, and even though she left me, I didn't leave her. And I feel as though it's just not right for me to have to pay all that money.
He was no good from the beginning, and I should have saw it coming, and I'm glad she awarded him my favor.
And the stuff about the underwear, that's all garbage. You know, like I said, I never seen any underwear. I wasn't caught nude with some woman.
Hopefully he'll get what he has coming, but it won't be from me. Somebody else should give it to him.